Hey everyone, welcome to a new format. This one is called What Will Stevie Do? In this format, you will have to guess what I'm going to be doing. Each hand options will be given by the buttons A, B, and C. Those buttons will mostly be located at the fold, call, and raise button, but sometimes there are going to be spots where we want to be using different sizing with our bets. And then the A or B or C will be positioned at the bet slider. If it's positioned at halfway at the bet slider, it's of course 50% bet. If it's positioned at the end of the bet slider, we're going all in, and everything in between speaks for itself. I hope you're going to enjoy it, and let's get right into it. Here he limped, I raise, he called, flop and check, and the turn we check as well. Then, now the river gives us a straight, but flushes of course beat us. Now we're still going to raise because we still beat, some straights with when he has just a queen. We can maybe get some value out of 2 pairs sets. But instead of us getting finished value, he sticks it into our face. You just gotta have a fucking flush here, right? Maybe he doesn't know the fucking straights beat trips though. He's not fucking leading out of flush very often. Got him. We are on the bubble here of the $22 bounty hunter, and this hand starts on the river. What happened is that he opened it up pre-flop and I called. He bet 1/3 on the flop, I check call. Turn he starts sizing it up, he bets 2/3, I once again check call. And on the river, he puts us all in. Do we A fold or do we B call? This guy triple barrels on the bubble. With all ace 9, ace 10, ace queen, 10, 9, 10, 7, 7, 6, 6, 4. Ace deuce, ace 4. I mean, a6, a7, probably. Queen 9, queen 10. Probably gonna have to call here. Queen jack. Don't block hearts, but it's missed as well. We'll be triple barreling here a lot. Let's go, dude. We make those calls. So we open it up with the ace queen suited and a button calls. The flop comes king 3-3. And we decide to bet 1/3 on the flop here. Now the button clicks it back. And we decide to still call here with the ace queen of diamonds, blocking, ace king and king queen, as well as ace 3 suited, and still having a backdoor flush draw as well. So with decent equity versus middling pairs. Now the turn comes 8 of hearts and it goes check, check rather quickly. And now the river comes the jack of diamonds. After calling his raise on the flop, we still end up having just ace high here on the river. And now the question is, what are we going to do here with the ace queen of diamonds? Do we A check, do we B bet 1/3, or do we C go all in? Just gonna shove this in its face, guys. Unblock ace king, unblock king queen. Makes it even less likely he's got king jack. I don't think he's raising king 9, king 10 type of stuff on the flop. I'm just gonna jam and he's fucking 7s and he's gonna fold. And indeed he does end up folding. I'm gonna call. Call here with the king of 3. Guy's fucking double barreling. Are you kidding me? Can you check? I'm gonna have a lot of sets here and stuff. I mean, hearts miss. On the river, he does not check, but he also does not go all in. He leaves us 5k behind. Now the question is, do we A fold, do we B call, or do we C go all in? Got an irrelevant blocker. How are you not fucking jamming here though? What is that? So you 3-bet fucking small, you C-bet flop, you C-bet turn, you don't jam a river though. But I do think you just have aces here or something. So tough for him to have too many natural bluffs other than hearts. I don't think he's gonna 3-bet like ace 6 and stuff often enough. Kind of ace 5 though. I think it's an underbluff spot, man. Maybe he's even doing it with king queen and stuff, right? Fuck, dude! But somehow he found a hand that he can lead out with. Because of 10-8, 6-8, 5-4, 6-5, hearts. 10-8, check 10. Okay, just check. And also this time, Villain does not check, he bets half pot, and the question is, do we A fold, do we B call, or do we C raise? Never leading a 9 or a 7 here. What the fuck. Hearts miss, 6-5 miss, 5-4 miss. I think we still got a call, I guess. Maybe he's betting a 10, 10-8 stuff. Look at 5s, 20 bigs. Most likely gonna get it in. Now the small blind shoves in front of us, and the question is, do we still get it in? Do we A fold, do we B call, or do we C go all in? It's probably even to get it in against the rejam range here, which is going to consist of a lot of smaller pairs, even deuces, 3s, 4s still. All the suited A6, broadways stuff, and with the bounty, I think this is still going to be a rejam guess. I put this in the calculator the other day, and it was even a rejam without bounties. So, can you imagine with bounties? Hold. This is why you study. This is why you study. This is why you study. Okay. Do know I'm opening a lot. Probably has to make it bigger with the bounty stuff as well. Probably have to call. Up got it to a 10, 2 overs. You should not be afraid to play big pots. Damn, this is disgusting. So after you 3-bet with pre-flop, he c-bets really bigger on the flop. And the question is, do we A fold, do we B call, or do we C go all in? I think he has king 10 and stuff as well, queen 10, which we just had against. 10! Fuck. He just does it with ace queen. I just didn't think he would do it with ace queen. What's really important in this hand is the sizing that he uses here on the flop. Because he makes it way bigger, we should have way less bluffs. And the problem here with king queen a little bit is that we are behind against some of his bluffs, the ace queens and the ace kings. So we should actually just be folding here and, you know, fold to live and fight another day. I'm gonna see a bit bigger for value, protection. Like, it doesn't have 9 deuce offsuit, 3 deuce offsuit, 9 3 offsuit, so it doesn't have that many nuts. So it's definitely important that we can size it up with our complete range, I would say. He does stick it in our face, but I don't back off just yet. Can have worse 9x, could be raising ace 4, ace 5, clubs, 6 5, a deuce for protection. After calling his check raise on the flop, he continues to be big on the ace of clubs turn, and the question is, do we A fold, do we B call, or do we C maybe go all in? No, that's definitely not the best turn, because ace 4, ace 5, ace deuce, ace 3, most likely candidates for a check raise. I'll get there, as well as fucking clubs. Plus, on this turn, our perceived range improve a lot. So, considering people also don't check raise enough, generally speaking, I think it becomes a fold. Oh, you're clicking back my big c-bet. We'll call. Not the best turn. Diamonds getting there. Still beat 4s, king 4. 6-5 gets that too. I don't think 6-5 is raising. No, 8-5, 8-6. I'll pick up extra equity, which I think are way more likely. We're just gonna call, dude. That's such a bad river, dude. Now, on the river, he moves all in on us, and the question is, do we A fold, or do we B call? Are you fucking out of your mind, man? Check raise flop, king 7-4. Cheap is big on the turn, cheap is big on the river. All this fucking 5x bluffs get there. So raising 9-6 stuff on the flop. He could block. I don't block shit. Is he turning a6 into a bluff? Is he continuing to jam that? Probably. 8-4, ace-4. Does he raise ace-5? Maybe ace-6 possible. Queen 6 of hearts, 10-6 of hearts. Yeah, so regular. Oh, I can't fold diamonds though. It's still a force, man. King 4. Probably also jamming, yeah. I'm gonna call. Yes! Thank you so much for watching the videos. Here are the answers from start to finish. I hope you guys really enjoyed this forward. I'm really looking forward to hear your feedback. Please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of it. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.